Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso at thewatchbox.com. It is your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see here on our channel, on our website, or on our social media. It's in the description below. Reach out directly to me, tmosso at thewatchbox.com. Today, we're discussing a model that launched in 2004, and as of the 2018 redesign of the Breguet Marine model line, this is the Breguet Marine that everyone wishes he still had. This is the one everyone wishes they still offered. 39 millimeters in stainless steel. The watch is exquisitely only 12 millimeters thick, though it has a broad shoulder at 50 millimeters from lug to lug with a 20 millimeter spacing between the lugs. You can see right here the Breguet 5817, launched in 2004, it has the sensibility of a bygone era with a discreet size, thin profile, and an elegance that's rarely seen in modern day sports watches. Now the timepiece wears easily on my 16 centimeter circumference wrist. You can see here's the head-on shot, here's the down the barrel shot, and here's the cuff shot showing you the sleeve clearance. But let's go back to that down the barrel real quick, because though this is a 39 millimeter watch, you'll note that it has a wide stance with those broad straight lugs. They do actually splay out sufficiently that I would not necessarily recommend this watch for a wrist smaller than 14 centimeters in circumference, even though it is under 40 millimeters in diameter. No problem clearing a sleeve. This could easily double up as your dress watch. If you're looking for a good only watch, this is a wonderful candidate. Hardware and software, let's start with the basics. The strap is vulcanized blue rubber, and you can see it slopes to match the slope of the lugs, but then it also curves to match the arc of the case. It has a very coherent, all-of-a-piece integrated look with no daylight showing between case and strap. Now it's fairly thick, very substantial. There's a pyramid imprint embossed on the top, and then on the bottom you can see that wave motif, as well as a little bit of a hollow to vent the wrist on a hot day. Once again, you'll see a luxurious accoutrement, which is the use of steel wave format strap minders rolling further on. You can see the wave profile of the clasp when viewed from the side, all of high polish with satin finish on its top, single fold, entirely polished internally, and the strap is fixed to the case using screws and bars. No spring bars here. Screws and bars, a little bit more time consuming, a bit more expensive to make, but more secure. Now you'll also note that the lugs are welded onto the case flank, so they're welded and then hand finished to remove evidence of the joint. Removing the evidence of the joint is manual work. The coined case flank is cold rolled, a sort of forging technique, and then it is cleaned up by manual finishing, meaning this watch is handmade inside and out. There is a double stepped, the double domed polished bezel, and then you can see once again the wave motif on the crown side. The crown shoulder guards are in a wave format. The big style crown, we're going to call it a big crown because it's a lot like a vintage Submariner. It is a screw down and the watch is 100 meters water resistant. Regardless of what you see, silver and blue, this dial is made of gold. Solid gold. It starts much like a coin blank. It is then turned on a rose lathe by a guillocheur, a man or a woman, who manually crafts using a cam-guided engine that creates everything you see here, right down to the billowing, spiraling radial pattern that emanates out from the cannon pinion. So you have your solid gold dial, which is then galvanized silver and blue. You have the white gold hands at center. They are Breguet hands with a lume. You can see the blue on silver printed discs for the double date, and take note, all of the features of the hour track, the radially arrayed Roman numerals, they are fired blue and then applied. They are not printed, they are not embossed. A gorgeous dial, again, hand guilloche, solid gold, very special and distinctively Breguet. You turn it all over and you can see, well, there's more rose lathe work on the back as the winding mass has also been cut, and the guilloche here matches the spiral of the dial. The washing of waves, perhaps a whirlpool, and it draws you in. Twin mainspring barrels. This movement is the Breguet caliber 517GG. It's based on the Frederic Piguet 1150, but whereas the Frederic Piguet 1150 traditionally at a lower beat rate gets 100 hours of power reserve, this one is a 28,800 vibration per hour higher beat rate, and it runs for a still superlative 65 hours. 5-position adjustment, like a chronometer. It pivots on 35 joules, and it does feature a quick set system for the double date. It does not feature a hacking seconds system, but that's the only refinement it really lacks. It's also immaculately hand finished. You can see there is mirrored anglage. I'll do my best to reveal that on the edge of the bridges. The Côte de Genève deeply and sharply sharply ridged, so you can see they're dark on one side, light on the other. That's a sign of abrasive wheel coat de Genève, not the stamped stuff. All screw heads are black polished with chamfered slots in circumference, and the wheels, where they're visible, feature a satin finish. Let me move that away to show better the movement. It is a handsomely finished watch inside and out, a high horology movement for a high horology sports watch. And if you love this watch, and you have a nostalgia for the previous and better loved Breguet Marine series, email tmosso@thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details. And we're back with the Breguet Marine. Note the use of different lume color for the hands and the indices.